Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to start doing an install on a DRO on the lathe. Yeah, got my DRO. It's the same as what's on the milling machine. Well, they're nearly the same, which I've had to take off. So that's the one I've got on my milling machine, and that's the one I've got for my lathe. So yeah, happy days. First impressions, yeah, made up with it, it's alright. The only downside to it, it didn't come with any brackets. So what we'll do today is we'll get brackets made up, and we'll get it mounted. I think I'm going to mount it on the wall because of just basically how it is over the lathe, so I think I'll get it mounted to the wall. So what we'll do is we'll get brackets made up, and then we'll go from there, because I'm still waiting for another linear scale to come for the cross slide. I haven't got one for there yet, so but what we'll do, we'll get all the stuff done on the back of the lathe, get all that done, and then the lathe then can go back, and we should be sound. So yeah, we'll get cracking on making some brackets. I've had to take the one off the milling machine so we can copy the brackets that were on there. So yeah, we'll crack on. Right, so these are the brackets off the one on the milling machine. So I've got a bit of angle iron, so I've drawn a template of one on there. So what I'll do is, I don't want to see me grinding, so I'll get that cut out, I'll get the two of them cut out, and then what I'll do is I'll cut back in. Got 3 holes to drill in each one, so we'll get them done, and then we'll work on the arm. This is the arm off the milling machine, so I think I've got some 25 box, so I'll make, I think it's 25, it could be 20. So what we'll do is we'll make a new arm, and a bracket. So we need a bracket on the end. Not sure how we're going to do that yet, but I'll think of something. So yeah, I'll get some brackets made, and then I'll cut back in. Right, made myself 2 brackets. Sound a bit OTT, but I'm not really bothered, because once this is up, you're not even going to see them. So yeah, happy days. They're sound. Say a bit OTT, but you know, it's fine. Once it's up, I'll probably give them once it's all complete, what I'll do is give it a coat of paint, just some black, and you know, jobs are good and like so. So what I need to do now, I've already cut 2 pieces of 25mm box. That's going to be my arm. So I want to run a couple of welds both sides, nothing special, and then what I need to do then is drill 2 holes either end to fit an M10. While I've got the welder out, I need to make one of them. Basically, M8, just an M8 bolt, basically with a hole in the top of it for. So then that will mount in there. So what my plan is, got an M8 bolt, I'm going to put an M8 nut on the top of it, weld it, clean it all up, and then that'll be me bracket to hold the actual DRO. So I could do something on the lathe and the milling machine, but to be honest, I'm never ever gonna see it, because it'll always be behind it, and as long as it's doing what it needs to do, then to be honest, I'm not really bothered. So that's my plan. So as I'm welding the arm up, I'll just put a quick weld on these and then clean it up with the grinder. I won't show none of that, I'll get it done and then I'll cut back in. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'll get all that done and then I'll cut back in. Right, welded that together. Oops, still warm. Welded them together. I've centre marked where I need to drill, and I've also done the bolt that I need. Not the prettiest, but so I don't really care. So I'll say once it's on the wall and all this is behind, I'll never see it. So yeah, that'll do. What I'll do is that'll get painted black. So you know, happy days, like so. Right, so I'll let this cool down and I'll get the 2 holes drilled, and then we can start mounting it together. And then I need to make a bracket then to hold it to the wall. What I'm thinking is basically the same sort of principle of what I've done with the DRO. 2 pieces of angle iron, one on top, one on the bottom, 2 holes in it, and then just get it screwed to the wall, because where it's getting mounted, it's wood. So sound, 2 screws in the top, 2 screws in the bottom, happy days. And then we can start getting the linear rail, get it wired in, and then we can start mounting that properly then, because I haven't finished mounting that, so that needs finishing. And I'm still waiting for the linear scale for cross slide. So yeah, get these 2 holes drilled and I'll cut back in again. Right, got that mounted up. Bolt's a bit long, but I'll cut that down. But initially, say this side will be on the wall, this side here will be on the wall, so that'll be fixed in position. And we'll put a spring washer on the bottom with an eye lock, and that'll be happy days out then. Not too bothered about tilting it back and forth, because we say once that's in position, then it's only going to be swung in and out. So what I'll do, I'll see if I've got a bit of angle iron, and then we'll do an angle iron plate with a 10mm hole in, and then the same again on the bottom. And yeah, that's happy days that. I'll cut the bolt down. I'll get a spring washer on there first with an eye lock, and then what I'll do, cut that down, get these 2 angle iron plates done, and then we're ready to put it on the wall then. So I won't do time lapse or anything like that, I'll just get them 2 brackets done, drilled, ready to fit, and then I'll cut back in again. Happy days. Right, I've made the 2 brackets for the wall, so they'll be on the wall. Rounded them off a little bit just to make them look a bit nice, but yeah, they look sound. That's on there, that's happy days. So what I'll do now is we'll get these bolted or screwed to the wall where we want it, and then that's happy days. I'll paint it off camera once it's all complete. So You just want to get it all installed, get it working, and then happy days. So yeah, happy with that. Made up, do the job nice. So bracket's not the best on the back, but I'm really not bothered because, as you can see, you'll never see it. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get you over by the lathe, and we'll get this mounted, and then I've got the linear rail there. We'll get that plugged in, and then we can start getting that mounted all up then. Happy days. Right, what I'm thinking is putting it there. That way then it can come out, and it can come out quite far then. So that's where I'm thinking. So we'll get that screw there, and then I'll cut back in. Right, I've got that there now, and do you know what? I'm quite made up with that. That sound moves where I need it to. So once the lathe's moved back round, then that should be just directly above the headstock, which is sound. That'll do me nicely. So what I'll do, I'll get the linear rail plugged in, and then I'll get the DRO plugged in, and then we can start getting the linear rail all mounted up. Right, what I've done, made a plate up. So the plan is, it's going to get, there's two existing bolt holes here, so I've got 2 bolts for there, so that'll be bolted up to that. 2 holes here that can go to the linear rail here, so they can get bolted to that. So we'll get them bolted up first because they're a bit of a pain. So hold on, got some washers somewhere. They're nylocks, so first one. There's the second one. So then they'll be bolted up like that. That'll be bolted on there. Probably going to need a couple of washers or spacers behind it all. But yeah, that's my initial plan. I'll get this bolted on. So there's a bit of wiggle room in it, so it can be squared up properly. So yeah, that's happy days that. Get the two ends bolted up. Probably need 3 or 4 washes behind it to pack it out to make it nice. But yeah, happy days. So I get that bolted up and then I'll cut back in. Right, so that's in now. All moving nice and smooth. Very happy with it. So yeah. Yeah, so that moves. Oh, nice. Well made up with that. But what I'll do is I'll get the bracket tucked back off, get it painted, and then jobs are good. Right, so that's it now. DRO's done. I'm still waiting for a linear scale for the cross slide, so that's going to be an easy install. I'll just do that off camera and then it's done then. But yeah, how I've done that, while I wanted to get it done while the lathe was out, so all that's done. Well happy with how it's turned out. Works on the DRO. Linear scales are all nice and sound. It is all, I've used the DTI just to get it all level properly, but yeah, I'm well happy. So yeah, that's it for this little video. So if you like what I've done, like, subscribe, share, drop your thoughts in comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.